But he stole my thunder, because before I came I was having a lengthy chat with Clive Betts, who apologises for not being here this evening because of the short notice. He did inform me that Phil Bluefield, I don't know him very well, he was elected after me, has now returned home after a successful operation, and we all pray that he recovers and gets well soon. I believe I did come to one of the election campaigns that we did for him here, and I wish him the best, and I hope he does recover. He's such a nice fellow. Without further ado, the next person I'm going to invite is someone who's competent, has the calibre of being a politician, but I'd encourage him not to become a councillor. He's got much more talent. Not that councillors don't have a talent, but to become a parliamentarian, represent the views of Sheffield people in Westminster. And why I say that is he understands what it means to come up from the community. Because in our community we're lazy sometimes. We want to be leaders and go direct. He's been a governor at the primary school, been a governor at his secondary school, been on various voluntary sector forum bodies, been an independent advisor to South Yorkshire Police, and a number of housing associations, talking about the real problems around social housing and other things. Really understands, was former chief executive of this centre, went on to become a senior public servant in local government, and someone I personally look up to. Can you please welcome Abid Qayoum to the podium?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much, Abid, for that very wonderful introduction. I don't know if I can live up to that. Lord Emma, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends and colleagues, respected elders. Assalamu alaikum, good evening, and Eid Mubarak. I'm going to just take 1 minute to say thank you very much to Abid for, although we mentioned the 5 sponsors that actually organised this event, if it hadn't been for Abid pushing us at 8 o'clock last night to, in such a short period of time, to organise such a wonderful event, initiating it and helping us to organise it. I mean, where he gets his energy from, I do not know, but when there's a flurry of activity in Sheffield, you know Abid is in town. So I want to say thank you very much to Abid for helping us to organise tonight's very wonderful event on this auspicious occasion of Eid al-Fitr. With each other, and obviously our friends from Sheffield Northern Council and earlier on South Yorkshire Police. It's great to see everybody here this evening. Particularly, it's always at events like this, it's lovely to see our elders, and I'm really, really glad that we've actually presented accolades to some of them, although the ones who are deserving are much greater in number, but obviously time didn't allow us to do that. These are the real stalwarts of our community here in Sheffield and in Rotherham. And having worked with the community in various capacities, one of the things that I came to realise quite early on was the immense struggles, the unsurmountable difficulties that these founding forefathers of our community faced when they first set foot on British soil, more than about 50 years ago. And still they managed to lay the foundations on which even today we continue to build our communities and are able to retain our cultural identity and our heritage.